Well, you know legendary comedian Yakov Smirnoff for his years in comedy, and you also know him for performing for almost 30 years in Branson. Today, we welcome back one of my favorite guests who's giving us an update on everything he has going on, including changing his name, kind of. Welcome back one of our dear friends, Yakov Smirnoff. Yakov, thanks so much for being here today.
Thanks for having me. Yes, I'm in the process of changing my name.
With another star, by the way, Ryan Reynolds. Tell me how so you did this commercial, and I mean, Ryan's one of the greatest stars right now on the planet. And so how did that all come about?
Actually, I was in Bali, Indonesia, with my wife, and I get a call from his partner, Ryan Reynolds' partner, who said, Ryan really is a big fan of yours. And he learned how to do comedy by watching you.
Wow.
So he thinks it would be great if we could do a commercial. And he's got this product, Aviation American Gin. Gin.
Yeah.
So they came up with the concept. They said that I like gin so much that I decided to change my name from Smirnoff to Aviation American Gin. And that's how the whole thing started. And so that's...
Yeah, that's how it all happened.
Yeah.
You know, what's been fun is watching the people respond to this because it's gotten hundreds of thousands of views all over these platforms. And so what have you been hearing from people about that?
They were curious, is my wife going to change my name to Mrs. Smirnoff, or from Mrs. Smirnoff to Aviation American Gin?
Yeah.
People just, it was totally lighthearted humor.
Yeah.
And I'm not really going to do that, but just so you know, it's still going to be Yakov Smirnoff.
That's right. Yeah. Also, what does it feel for you when you hear people like Ryan Reynolds grew up watching you and learned how to do comedy? And he's not the only one. There's been lots of comedians.
Yes, when I hear it from Adam Sandler or Chris Rock, I mean, I pinch myself and I go, really? Really? I mean, but they were little, they were young when I was on the Tonight Show and different things on television.
Yeah.
So I guess I was part of their culture where they went like, I want to do that.
Yeah, yeah.
So now it feels very humbling because like one time at the Comedy Store, here's Chris Rock and Chappelle, and they're looking at me, and I'm looking at them, and I'm going, how am I going to ask them I want to take a picture with them.
Yeah.
And they come over to me and they say, do you mind if we take a picture with you? I'm going, well,
wow.
Wake me up, you know.
Yeah,
so,
that's amazing.
Yeah, so there are a lot of that, I guess, and I hear it from different people, you know, Jim Gaffigan, same thing. It's like, I say, can I take a picture with you? And he goes, are you kidding me? I want to have a picture with you. And you know, so
that's awesome.
So that tells me that there's probably, you know, some kind of an impact that I made in the 80s when I was a lot more on television.
Yeah, and you're still making an impact. You're making an impact on so many people, and you've entertained millions in Branson, and you're coming back to the Branson stage with a brand new show. And I'm really excited about this one because you're really a champion for America and for patriotism, and that's something you're bringing to this year, Branson.
Thank you. Yeah, the show is called United We'll Laugh, and the reason I wanted that title is because we're having so many challenges on many different fronts: the division of the country, the situation in Ukraine, the war, and the question is like, how do we laugh through this? And what I believe that this is the most universal language in the world, which is laughter. Think about this. No matter what country you're from, what race, what religion, doesn't matter. People laugh in the same language.
Yeah.
So it's great to walk out in front of 1,000 people knowing that they're all different, could be Republicans, Democrats, black, white, it doesn't matter. They're all there laughing, and I am creating that laughter. It feels very empowering, and I'm hoping that people will come and see the show.
Yeah, because, you know, it's easy, no matter what place of life you're in, you know, when you're filling up the gas tank and you see the dollars adding on, and whenever you see all the wars and everything that's happening now, you're right, it's just, sometimes it's just, we need to laugh from a comedic legend like you.
Oh, thank you. But it does, you know, when you give them a different perspective, saying, why are the why are the gas prices so high?
Yeah.
Because oil is in Texas and Oklahoma, and all the dipsticks are in Washington. That gives everybody the same amount of laughter, no matter who you are.
Yeah. So maybe for some folks that are watching us that they want to come see your show, we have a special deal, and I want to get to that in a second. But for folks that want to support you, they can buy tickets directly through your box office, right?
Yes, Yakov.com, YAKOV.com, or follow me on all the social media things. I'm very new to social media, so when somebody says that they're following me, it brings back old memories of the KGB following you. So I have to get used to new terminology.
Yeah, me too. And then also, by the way, if you want to take advantage of a special deal that we have just for you, our KY3 viewers, all you have to go is log on to ozarksdeals.com, and you're going to find a deal where you can see Yakov's show for half price. Yakov, thank you so much for being here. Always
Thanks
a pleasure
for having
to
me.
see you.
Absolutely. Yeah, thank you.